With the first pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Anthony Bennett of Toronto, Canada, and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
After 1 year at UNLV, becomes the first player taken in the 2013 NBA Draft. You see Bennett walking up, and you saw the disappointment on Noel's face that he wasn't selected #1.
A sense of pride there. Everybody wants to be the #1 pick, especially if you're in the conversation. These are the nights that players remember competitively.
To lap up. I got juice. How you feel? Good. Just ready to finally get it going.
How did the opportunity with Toronto first come about?
It was during our playoff in France, and they talked to my agent first, and then my agent came to me and he said there's interest from Toronto. So right after our playoff, I came here 1 week later to Vegas first, start the mini camp, then the summer league, and then after the summer league, I signed the guaranteed contract. I think I'm a good shooter, good in defense too. I can pretty much do everything on the floor, like pass the ball, like can bring the ball up, can do a lot of things. And so I'm more all-around player. It's supposed to be difficult, but at the end of the day, it's only basketball. So you don't have to put like extra pressure or some stuff like that. You just gotta go and give everything and just play.
When you signed the contract, the situation was a little different with the roster. Now with Bennett coming on board, how does that change things for you and the mindset of you and Ronald and Mike and Shannon trying to crack this roster and trying to earn your spot?
It shouldn't change my mindset, because that's NBA. We never know. That's NBA is so big. Every time you have a chance to play with an NBA jersey, everybody's watching, so you never know what can happen. And if you're doing good, you still maybe have a chance, maybe later, or maybe with another team, I don't know. So yeah, it's not gonna change my mindset.
Can you describe just the emotions of just being, a kid from Jane and Finch neighborhood in Toronto to now being the first Canadian to go first overall? Just what are your emotions right now going through that, and the thoughts about Canadian basketball, because there might be another #1 next year?
Yeah, it's just crazy. Made history. I can't really, complain about that, but it's just like a long-time dream, that I had. Since I first started playing basketball, even though it was like 6-7 years ago. But you're on the bigger stage, a lot of things are gonna come your way. Just stay level-headed, stay humble, take care of your body, and everything should be fine.
He's got a lot of talent, and for him, it's just a matter, I think, of getting confidence, getting in great shape. Just really committing himself to being a great player. And he's a really, really nice young man, as I'm sure you probably talked to him before. We wish him the best luck. He has a chance to blossom, and he's still young. People have to remember, it's some guys, they don't reach that peak or really get the full. It's not just physical maturity; it's just maturity about life in general and the league and learning about the ins and outs and everything. So some guys it takes longer, and he's got a legitimate chance, and we wish him the best of luck.
Everything changed very quick in the NBA. You may be right on top, and then you blink, and it's gone. You're right at the bottom, or you're not even here anymore. I see all kinds of situations. There will always be somebody behind you ready to take your spot and ready to compete and ready to get what you have. And that's to me, is one of the best things about the NBA. You gotta continue to work.
It's excited for all this to start, you know. Here in Vancouver, start training camp tomorrow. I'm just ready to get this done. It's just a surreal feeling, you know. Signed the contract yesterday to, you know, hometown, to Toronto. You know, family, friends, everybody's gonna be supporting me, you know, in the city, matter of fact. So I just can't wait to get things started. Definitely really excited, you know, get to learn, you know, different playing styles of everybody, get to learn different personalities of everybody. You know, it's something I've been through, you know, switching teams, obviously in Cleveland and in Minnesota and now in Toronto, but, you know, I just feel like this will help me grow, you know, getting to learn everybody, let everybody know me. And at the same time, we all just got to take care of business.
Okay, guys, welcome. Just if I can have your attention for a couple minutes. Welcome the new guys to the Toronto Raptors. You guys did an excellent job working hard this summer. We really appreciate it, and you guys are coming ready to go. 3 things I ask guys before I bring Wayne Embry up. Be good persons. When I say good persons, I mean your family, your teammates, and people that you work with. Okay, it's very, very important to be good persons. Okay, be professional with what we do. Last thing, guys, is win. Simple. Simple. Just win. That's what we want to do as a team. And I think that's what we should be about. Starting to build a culture of winning, and now we have to take it up a notch. Now introduce Mr. Wayne Embry.
We made some strides along the way. We haven't quite gotten there. Had some ups and downs, some disappointments. But the way you overcome disappointments is come back next year. That's what's so great about this game. You can come back next year and redeem yourself. But always establish a goal of winning a championship. Not making the playoffs, but winning the championship. You as players have a responsibility and an obligation to go out and be the very best you can be in practice in every game. And let's go lead with this. In this order, in order to win championships, intelligence, character, and talent, in that order. That's what wins. Let's have a great year.
Good. I'm excited. You know, it's been tough, but that's what training camp is for. That's the way it should be. So we deal with it and then get ready for the season to start. Obviously, we want the games to come, but there's a process to it. So that's where we are.
We're just trying to set that winning attitude by all means. You know, and it starts from day one. You know, all the guys that was here last year know what it felt like. You know, to go out like the way we did, and you know, we definitely don't want to let that happen again.
The way things ended last year, it's embarrassing. I mean, nobody wants to go out like that, and it's something that you don't want to think about. But at the end of the day, you know, it's right there, and it happens. So we gotta play to let people know that they can't do whatever they want to us, and you know they're gonna have to kill us to get to the next round. So we're trying to get that mindset where, you know, you guys aren't gonna beat us. We're gonna make the other team surrender before we give up.
I would hope that everybody not going to take steps back from what happened last year and try to say getting to the playoffs is a big time thing nowadays. You know, like for us to get to the playoffs, that should be guaranteed for us. You know, it's not about that. We need to set goals and accomplish some goals by doing the little things in practice.
That's why, Jonas. Come on, Jonas. words really can't explain it, man. Honestly, see how much the organization grown, see how much I've grown along this way. It's definitely been crazy, man. Just to look back on everything, see how fast time fly. You know, it's definitely a blessing. You know, it's fun, and you know, just try to continue to soak it in. You know, have fun with it like I do every year. I mean, you just realize it's a new chapter. You know, you really can't dwell on the past. The past is the past. It was over with. You know, you just got to embrace the moment. The new guys, new coaches, and get ready for a new chapter.
This team, I feel like we have a lot of good pieces. You know, that could come together really well. I feel like we have some good defensive pieces. We put it all together. We could be really good defensively, and we also got a balance of great scores. So I think when you put that together, it makes a complete team. We got some rebounders here, and a lot of athletic players as well. So we're looking to play up-tempo game.
Corey's gonna bring a ring to this team. First off, some maturity. He's way more mature than his age, and that speaks volume from what his program and organization he was in. Damari, you know how far they went in the playoffs last year, so he knows what that feels like. A lot of us don't know what that feels like. So for him to know what that feels like and give us a little example or tell us like this is gonna be like this and stuff like that, it's gonna be big help. Scola, old-time vet, you don't say much unless it's to help. So, we're moving along, man. Bismack getting a lot of rebounds. He's going to bring some toughness and some fight on the glass.
Offense, we have a new system now. Passing, moving, sharing the ball. Guys who can do a lot more, score a lot more. We've all worked on that game throughout the summertime, whether it's AB playing for Team Canada, even JV playing for Lithuania and having a tremendous summer. Everyone's improved in, every area of their game. So it's all about learning the offense, learning the schemes, and then we'll gradually get better on the offensive side. But the main focus is defense, and I've definitely seen us improve on the defensive side in just 2 days.
It's different. Obviously, when you're somewhere for a long time and you switch to a new place, it's a little different, but it's good. It's all change is good. In a new team, new opportunities. I got to build another family with these guys here. I'm looking forward to it.
I think everybody fit in great. They all great guys. No egos, all humble guys, and all they care about is winning. When you got guys, like that, it makes your job a lot easier coming in every single morning.
I feel like the guys that played with each other last year, we're not staying in like one little group now. Everybody's spreading out, talking to the new guys, or going to eat lunch with the new guys and things like that. So we don't have cliques on this team. Everybody's kind of bonding together, and that's something I haven't seen in a while.
Everything is up to us. We gotta play with that sense of urgency, that chip on our shoulders. And a lot of people already been showing that, especially guys from last year, and the new guys want to come in and win just as bad, so that's great. So, I think it's easier when you play with that chip on your shoulder and don't have any expectations.
I played a summer league with the Spurs, and we ended up winning it out there. Got a lot of looks from that, actually. So, the Raptors talked to my agent probably like 2 weeks after that and got some things figured out, and I ended up coming here.
It's been a real long journey. It hasn't been easy. Going with the process of the summer league. I had to just like go with the little flows. New stuff was being thrown at me and everything, the plays and stuff, and just moving forward to not playing that much, then playing the last game, showing a little bit, and then getting caught over here. It's nothing to be mad about. It's a blessing just to be inside this whole situation, So I'm just trying to take it a step at a time, just learn.
It's been going really good. Just been trying to just learn from the veterans and try to just earn the respect from my teammates. And I think I've been doing a good job by just playing hard and rebounding. Coach is really big on rebounding, so I've just been trying to do that, just play with energy and just let everything else fall into place.
Yeah, I think us four, we've done a good job not making it awkward for each other. We all know we went to the same spot, that one spot on the team, but at the same time root for each other. We all want to get better as basketball players. We know it's a long process for us, so we don't take it personal if we don't make the team, but we do the best we can, really.
It's tough. It's a battle. But, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. You know, they're 5 out of many. There's a lot of people trying to get into this league, so they're very close. So, if I were them, I would just be doing whatever it is, throughout this time, to try to make the team.
Vancouver is a great basketball city, and I'm glad we get out here every year because it gives the fans a taste, and it's good for the organization to let people see them and touch them and go to a game. I would love Vancouver to be back in the NBA. I don't think it's going to happen in the next decade, but it's nice to be out here to get reacquainted with the city because it's gorgeous.
It was good to be back. I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know how to be receptive here, but they asked me do you think they'll cheer for you? I don't think I was a knucklehead here. I didn't complain or anything about being here. I was glad to be in the NBA and in a beautiful city. I'm glad they took a chance on me coming here, coming back, seeing the fans, see how interested they are in the games.
I think ownership wanted to get out. I think they didn't see it would work. I don't think you can be a tenant in the NBA anymore, and they didn't own the arena, and they didn't own the hockey team. I think that's what works in Toronto, one thing under one umbrella. It wasn't going to work here, and there was a conflict, I think, between hockey and basketball that caused one to go, and I think Michael Heisley saw an out and took it.
It was going around, the team was moving the whole season, so we didn't know if it was going to move afterwards. We didn't know who was going to be there, if they're going to redo the team or whatever, but we just came to work every day. I think we had a lot of professionals, even though we weren't winning. Everybody came to work and trying to win. We played our heart out, and just didn't come out good for us all the time.
Bibby off the screen, brings it out on top, fires away, good, and the Grizzlies are off to a 4-0 start.
And they never really got that one player like Toronto. When Toronto got Vince Carter, it galvanized the franchise, changed the direction of the history of the franchise. If Vancouver had done that with Steve Nash, when Stu could have drafted him, who knows where we'd be today.
It would have been easier if not all our veterans would have been 22 years old, 23 years old. You find teams that have veterans that are 36, 37, 38 years old that help lead the young guys.
It's a great basketball city. It's a great sports city. It's a gateway to the Far East, which is, I think, huge for the NBA when they came here. And to not have Seattle or Vancouver in the NBA, that's the NBA's shame. Those are the two worst trades in the history of basketball.
There should be a team in Vancouver and Seattle. I'm not giving up on those two cities, two great crowds. When we play here, the crowd here is unbelievable, supportive. If I had enough money, I'd buy a team and put it here, either here or in Seattle. I don't, so I don't have to worry about it.
Anthony Bennett had a UNLV on draft night.
I mean, it was a proud moment for us Canadians.
Absolutely.
We were happy to see Anthony Bennett go #1 overall. It's unfortunate that the way it's played out, but there's no question that Anthony Bennett, so far in this preseason, has made strides in the right direction. And I think he's got to continue to build on that.
This team isn't going to miss a beat if Anthony Bennett doesn't pan out. So it's on him. He's got to earn his spot, and he's got to make his minutes. I mean, there's not even a given that he's going to play with the team.
You can't be the #1 overall draft pick and be on your third team in 3 years and not make it, because people are just going to say, okay, well, it's time to move on. And I think he's playing for his career.
I think he got a raw deal in that, it's kind of silly to say it's a raw deal, but it's a raw deal in that he was picked first, because he really should have never been picked first. And the pressure, and combine that with the injury that he had coming out of UNLV, it was tough.
I like the kid. I hope he makes it. But I could see him spend a little bit of November, December in Mississauga getting ready to try to get himself back into NBA shape and find that one NBA skill he really hasn't shown in 2 years.
I hope for him that he takes this opportunity and makes the most of it. I really do.
I think, obviously, with #1 pick, whatever, that's in the past, I think, but a lot of pressure, it was there, whatever happened.
I feel healthy, 100%. Just playing, pretty much the whole summer helped me out a whole lot, just getting back to the basics.
feel like this summer he did an unbelievable job with the Canadian team. I felt like he was really within himself and, really, forgot about what everybody else is saying on the outside. So I feel like, he's mentally, ready. And I definitely feel like he's a good NBA player. I definitely feel like he's ready to show people, what, he has to bring to the table. And, we just got to just go from there.
You just got to take it day by day. Small step by small step. It's a long season, 82 games. Hopefully we make playoffs. But, at the same time, I'm not trying to think too far ahead. I'm just trying to think of this moment.
It's unbelievable, to be two, homegrown, kids playing for the, Toronto Raptors who inspired us when we were young.
It's pretty an intense feeling. Me as a kid thinking, I want to be here in the ACC playing in this arena. It's finally here. I just got to go out there and make the best of my opportunity.
Hey! Little shimmy. No. Bull stood on the ground. No.
I cried when I got the invite to training camp because of the simple fact that was the Toronto Raptors the only team that gave me a chance. The only team that wanted to give me a pre-draft workout. So, regardless of if I get cut or not, I'm still going to work with the 905. So I'm just ready for this whole process and just get ready for the season to get going.
Whenever you're trying to make a team, there's always going to be pressure, slight pressure, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, you just have to just keep doing what got you to this point, which is just working hard, listening, being a good teammate, being a good person.
But I don't know where I would go if it in the league or back overseas. But still the same mentality: work hard and keep working, keep improving. It was still a great experience, and I'm gonna use it to get better.
It's been a good learning process, it's made me a better player, It's something really pushing me to move forward and just don't take nothing for granted, just making me going to become a great player.
If I don't make the team, it doesn't mean I can't play basketball anymore. I know I've got to keep pushing myself and just get myself onto the court right after that and just compete once again, just try to find another team or get back to get a call up from this team.
Whenever you can play basketball for a living, it's always a blessing. And you just have to play hard for the people that want to be in your shoes or wish they were in your shoes. I think if you play with that mindset and you believe in God, and good things will happen.
Next week on Open Gym.
Opening night, great, man. I didn't get a lot of sleep, a lot antsy, but it's a great feeling. I watched a lot of basketball yesterday, so seeing a lot of basketball yesterday got me even more excited.